Right, I have a bit of a controversial opinion on skipping breakfast. Now, I know for a fact a lot of you do it based upon the audience that we get coming to 180, okay? And I know a lot of you will say, well, yeah, I skip it because I'm just not that hungry in the morning, which I believe, fair enough. However, I think there is a bit of a confirmation bias going on because I think a lot of you subtly, deep down, and if you admitted it to yourself, you'd probably be like, yeah, fair, is you know that it might help with your fat loss. So that's why you kind of really do it if you admitted that to yourself, okay? Now, I get it. Ultimately, if you skip breakfast, you are going to have less eating windows during the day, and there is a bit of a likelihood that you would eat less. However, if you look at research, there is kind of another kettle of fish, if that's even the right terminology, where eating consistently through the day enhances performance, it enhances cognition, helps with decision making, etc. It'll also help you feel more full, and it might reduce the likelihood of you overeating in the evening. Now, I said that part deliberately because in my experience coaching now over the last 6 years, the vast majority of people who struggle with snacking, who struggle with picking, who struggle with overeating in the evenings are the people who don't eat very much early in the day. Is that a coincidence? Maybe, but it keeps happening. I personally think if you want to enhance your chances of retaining muscle whilst you lose fat, feeling better whilst you lose fat, and getting more done whilst you lose fat, and stopping the snacking side of things, I would eat something earlier in the day. Now, you may say, yeah, but I'm genuinely not hungry. Fine, I get it. But treat yourself like a dog. No offense. But what I mean by that is, a lot of you have pets. When you first had your pet didn't know anything about eating times. You taught it that, I don't know, 2:30 was its dinner time. Now, I didn't know that initially, but it's used to it. And now I guarantee you, especially if you have a dog like I do, Binks comes to my knees every single day around 2:30 asking for food. Because we've trained his body to know that. He gets hormonal signaling that tells you he's hungry, or tells himself that he's hungry at that time every day. Now, you guys can kind of take that idea and apply it to yourselves. Like, it really isn't that difficult. And if you were, like, genuinely over a couple of weeks, you get used to eating at that time anyway. And I think the benefits outweigh the drawbacks, I guess. Now, this is purely an opinion piece. I could give you loads of articles that would support my point, but you could also give me articles the other way. It's up to you guys. But honestly, if you're looking to lose fat, I would personally say eating breakfast is a good idea. If you're someone who's worried about performance too, when you play a sport or you want to get strong or fit or whatever, you definitely should be eating breakfast, and that's not really a negotiable.